Very good evening, everybody. Welcome to Christmas at Home. Hello, Altos. Hope you're having a good day today. And special hello to everyone who's joining me and saying hello in the comments. So a very good evening to Terry. Hi, Terry. Hello, Mark. Hello, Lisa. Lovely to see you. And hello to Paul and Nancy. Sorry to hear about your drain, but great news about the tree. Hello to Leslie and Valerie and Lindsay. Great stuff. Hello, Judy. Lovely to see you. Judy from Minnesota. Very warm welcome. Hello. Hello, Gina. Oh, well done. Well done. That's you've done that verse of Lullaby My Jesus. Goodness me, that's a hard one. So well done. Thank you. A very festive hello to you as well. Hello, Richard. Good to see you. And Jean. Great stuff. Barbara, I'm sorry to hear about your food poisoning. And I hope you're feeling much better. Apparently you've been banned from doing anything that involves food except eating it. What a shame. Hello, Rob. Good to see you. Hello, Brenda and Jane. Oh, splendid to see everybody. Hello, Rosie. Errant sopranos, errant tenors. Everybody is welcome. I think we need to make a line of self-isolation merchandise with errant soprano, alto, conductor, and so on it. Just so people can wear it and feel that they've said they've apologised appropriately for being there, and then just can have a nice time. Great stuff. Hello, Mary from Oxford. Sue says less than 4 weeks until we will have passed the shortest day. Oh, I can't wait, Sue. I have to say, this time of year, obviously we all feel this. Those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, this time of year, there's need to hibernate, and there is something, particularly when you have a quiet day without very much to do, that can be very nice this time of year. But I don't know. I've been indoors a lot this year, and I'm already looking forward to the summer. Having said that, we've got some lovely music to sing, and Christmas at home, well, it's going to be lovely, isn't it, everybody? Hello, Jean. Jean says, hello, Santa. Thank you. And, of course, a very happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends for tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving Eve. I don't know what the traditions are on Thanksgiving Eve. Does everybody hang a corn on the cob up, or bobbing for pumpkin pie? I don't know. But a very happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And we don't necessarily celebrate it over here. I think we should. I think there should be a day of thanks in this country for us to be grateful for all the things we have. I think it's a lovely celebration. And all of you have a fantastic day tomorrow. Now, anybody who's going to gorge on turkey and cranberry sauce and so on, any tenors out there, if you're American, I'll give you a pass tomorrow, okay, tenors. You can come along on Friday and catch up when you've had a chance to digest all that turkey. I think that would be a bit of a challenge to sing on that on a full stomach. But hello, Leslie. Hello, Nora from Bradford. Brenda submitted her carols. That's great. Barbara said she loves not having to do anything in the kitchen. As I say, what a shame. Fabulous. Hello, Susanna and Bronwyn and Carol. Hi, Carol. How's the iPad? Are you having fun with it? Excellent. I like the fact you said that John and Bumble, your dog, bought you the iPad. It's very nice of Bumble. I'm not sure how she will have necessarily contributed, but I mean, Bumble was there, I should think, when the gift was given. It's excellent news, though. Well done. Fabulous. The traditions of making sure you thaw out the turkey. Oh, those traditions. Fabulous. Well, everybody, we've still got 5 minutes to go, so as always, I'm just going to run through my sound checks, but it's lovely to see you all. And I've had a notification from Mark. Ben, he says, sounds great. Thank you, Mark. That's very kind of you, sir. Now, I'm just going to tweak the levels. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening on headphones, if you're listening on speakers, just maybe sneak them down for a moment whilst I play everything at nearly full volume, just so we can check that everything is as it should be. Okay. Okay, that sounds suitably festive. Let's have a bit of our recording. Let's have a bit of Record Diary recording.
He came down to earth from heaven, who is God and Lord of all.
Lovely. Let's have a bit of Hark the Herald, as they say here in the West Country. Hark the Herald. Fabulous. Excellent. All's well. I've just seen Carol said Bumble pressed the pay button. Excellent. So we have fingerprint recognition and paw recognition as well. Bumble's a very good girl. Let's just have a lullaby, my Jesus. Lovely stuff. Okay, splendid. I think everything's working. Great. So just to fill you in, everybody, the plan for this evening, some people are asking... Oh, there's a great comment there about Thanksgiving in Denmark. The turkey costs $350. Wow. So the plan for tonight, everybody, is we're going to learn the alto harmony parts for those carols that we have to record. So that'll be Once in Royal, that'll be O Come Ye Faithful, Hark the Herald, and Silent Night. Okay, that's the main block of tonight's rehearsal. But as I promised last week, we're also going to have a look at the first verse of Lullaby My Jesus. And remember, we're not recording this first verse, but the two verses, including the one that we are recording, have different alto parts. So we'll cover everything that we need to record in the first part of the rehearsal, which should take us about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and then we'll spend the last bit of rehearsal on Lullaby My Jesus and hopefully finish, if not bang on time, maybe even slightly early. We'll see. I said the same thing to the sopranos yesterday and overran, so let's not make promises along those lines, but that's the plan. Okay, 4 Christmas carols and the first verse of Lullaby My Jesus, and splendid. Carol said Bumble is now seriously overdrawn. Worth it though. Okay, worth it to get you your lovely iPad. Yeah. Honestly, I've been using my iPad here for 3.5 years. It is fantastic, and I know obviously other devices are available. I'm not necessarily plugging one particular brand over another, but to have the big screen tablet with the music on it, it's made a big difference to me as a musician. To the extent that I was using a score the other day. And I went to turn the page, ladies and gentlemen. It was a paper score, and I was futilely tapping the bottom of this piece of paper until, of course, I realised I needed to turn the page. And I looked, and my entire family had seen it. It was a real sort of, oh dear. Just that look. What are you doing, Dad? I said, well, I'm afraid this is, it's just not working. Katie said, perhaps you need to charge it. That's my girl. Anyway, how is everybody else doing? Hello, Joan in New Zealand. Lovely to see you. Hello, Julie. Hello, Helga. And hello, Pat. The louder part for alto in the lullaby is the second alto. Okay, brilliant. Hello, Lane. Great to see you. And Angela and Hildegard. Splendid. Lots and lots of lovely people here. Gina's asking, what is the app you use for your score? Again, there are so many that you can choose. Personally, I use an app called Forscore, Forscore, and it is brilliant. But, you know, it's each to their own, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to recommend anything at this stage, at least not until there is a self-isolation choir app, at which point I can recommend that. But, you know, no sign of that yet. Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good evening. We're going to make a start in under a minute. So thank you so much for being here. It is great to see you. It's always lovely to have a bit of a chat in the comments and find out how you all are. Now, do please carry on chatting throughout the rehearsal if you'd like to. A big part of the choir is this community, this family. All right, so let us know how you are. In the meantime, I'm going to ask you to make sure you've got your refreshments handy, the drinks and so on. I've got my water. I've also got a nice fresh cup of peppermint tea, everybody. Make sure you've got your music. Make sure the pesky phone is on silent and you've got this next hour blocked out for you because this is your time to enjoy this nice music. So all that being said, everyone, I'm going to just click around over here and we're going to go full screen. So would you help me do that, please, everybody? You know what to do. Here we go. Thank you very much, and a very, very good evening. Welcome to Christmas at Home. This is the week 2 alto rehearsal, and a very good evening, altos. Tonight, as I was just saying to those who are here slightly early, the plan is to look at the last remaining pieces that we have to record, and I'll just talk more about that in a moment. But in short, that's those 4 remaining Christmas carols. That's Once in Royal, O Come Ye Faithful, Hark the Herald, and Silent Night. So the plan is we'll look at the alto parts for those. We'll sing all the way through those carols just to make sure we've covered everything, and then you'll be ready to record. And then after we've done that, we're just going to learn the first verse of Lullaby My Jesus, which, remember, we're not recording, folks, we're just recording the second verse, but as they're different, I promised you last week we'd look at it. I'm a man of my word, so we'll look at that tonight. Other than that, I just need to just echo the very, very clear and fantastically written email from Mark today that we've had multiple meetings and multiple discussions about these Christmas carols, everybody. And just to save, I hope, on confusion, we've decided to just say to everybody, don't worry about not singing this verse and singing that verse and so on. Sing everything, please. So when we sing Once in Royal David City, we're going to sing verses 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. When we sing O Come Ye Faithful, it's 1, 2, 6, and 7. When we sing Hark the Herald, it's 1, 2, and 3. When we sing Silent Night, we want all three verses. The only thing is the first verse of Silent Night, we're asking you to sing "ah" instead of the words. All right, when we get there, I'll explain. But otherwise, please sing all the verses in all the other carols, the only exception there being the first verse of Once in Royal, which we're asking the young people to sing for us. All right, having said that, if you want to submit a recording, you're very welcome to. So everybody, that is the plan for this evening. If I could ask you, please, to get to your feet, to be upstanding. We'll start with a warm-up. And if we could perhaps plant our feet a shoulder's width apart to begin with, make those knees nice and soft, and perhaps just swing your hips left and right, just until you feel your weight balanced between your feet and you're feeling good and planted. And those of us who aren't able to stand this evening for whatever reason, that's absolutely fine, don't worry about it. But if you could bring yourself to the edge of your seat, plant your feet on the floor, just like those who are standing, give yourself a straight back and a long neck. And everybody, let's just start by taking some nice deep breaths in and out, blowing the air away from us. A nice deep breath with a tall open mouth, and blow the air away. And one more nice tall mouth, breathe in and blow the air away. Thank you, everybody. Wonderful stuff. And just before we start rolling our shoulders around and loosening up these muscles, just give yourself permission, everybody, to relax, particularly from your jaw, from your neck, and from your shoulders. Thank you. Just literally think to yourself, I'm allowed to relax. And just let that relaxation start before we start rolling those shoulders apart. I used to say during Messiah rehearsals, we carry a lot of tension around our shoulders. It's like a big bag full of water, and you need to take the plug out in order to let it start draining away. And the big thing is to give yourself permission to relax. All right. So once you've given yourself permission to relax, just roll those shoulders around. Oh, that's good. Rolling those shoulders nice and slowly, and then rolling them back the other way when you've had enough in one direction. And then bringing them up to your ears, please. Take a deep breath. And as you breathe out, let your shoulders fall. Thank you very much indeed. Rolling your head around nice and gently, please. Stretching those muscles out, feeling the stretch. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Just glancing at the comments, lots of people talking about which apps to use, and lots of people are also saying great news about singing all the carols. I agree. It's going to be fantastic to hear you all do that. So, folks, let's do a bit of humming, shall we? We'll start here on a C, and we're just going to hum a nice long note. Okay, so hum with me, please, altos. Here we go. Now, N for November. Here we go. Lovely. Now an ooh, pushing those lips forward, deep breath, and ooh. Lovely. Now on have an O for orange, and ooh. Splendid. And now on have an F for egg, and finally, nice deep breath, we'll have an R, and thank you very much indeed. And I'm afraid I'm going to chicken out before we get to the C. Okay, so, but if you could please, at that pitch, let's have a nice C just to an R, deep breath, and ah, lovely. And let's actually, do you know what, let's go back down here. Let's have a ma, ma, ma. Let's have a ma, ma, ma. Your turn. Ma, ma, ma. Lovely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your turn. And one more. Ya, ya, ya. Your turn. Thank you, altos. That's great. So that should be the highest note that we need to sing this evening. Obviously, we've got harmony parts for these carols, which all tend to be sort of around between a D and a G for altos. That's the sort of Goldilocks zone for these Christmas carols. But of course, you will also be singing the melodies for these carols in the last verses. Certainly for the three big ones. Not for Silent Night. That's harmony all the way through. But Once in Royal, O Come Ye Faithful, Hark the Herald. You've got to sing the harmony in the early verses, but in the last verse you get to belt the tune with the tenors and the basses as well. All right, so let's have a look at Once in Royal David City, please, altos. If you could turn to page 3 in our pack, thank you. Lots of people saying please click the like button. Yes, if you wouldn't mind, that would be lovely. Thank you. And we're going to have a look, as I say, at Once in Royal, and this is the alto part on page 3. Thanks, folks. Okay. So we're in G major. Most Christmas carols of this type are in G or in F. These are our good congregational keys. And so our first line here, altos, it starts on the same note as the tune. That's important to note. In fact, the first two notes are the same as the tune. Your first line is Once in Royal David City. Okay, let's sing that together. 1, 2. Once in Royal David City. Thank you. Next line goes Stood a lowly cattle shed, and stood a lowly cattle shed. Very, very nice. Let's sing the whole line and just keep everything up, okay? Smiling with your eyes as we sing together. After 2, 1, 2. Once in Royal David City stood a lowly cattle shed. Very, very nice. Thank you, altos. Now, the good news is, once you've learnt that line, well, you've learnt the second line as well. Where a mother laid her baby in a manger for his bed. That's the same music, just different words. Let's have a go. Let's sing Where a Mother. Ready? 1, 2. Where a mother laid her baby in a manger for his bed. Very, very nice. And so the last bit here, having been fairly static, just sort of moving by step, we get to have a bit of movement here, altos. Okay, a little bit of animation, and it's a rather nice little ascending line here. So it is, many was that mother mild, Jesus Christ, a little child. Let's break that down into chunks. So first of all, we rise up. Okay, let's sing that together. Mary was. 1, 2. Many was that mother mild. Lovely. When you sing mild, would you make it a ma, please? Mild. Okay, so we get a nice tall sound. Mary was that mother mild. The other thing you can do for me, altos, just at that bit, and you can mark this in for me, on each of the verses that you have harmony, which is the verses 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, first verse sung by solo, last verse is descant. When you get to that, on the first note of mild, I want that to be a really lovely, round, sort of shiny moment. And then the second note of mild, where we go down the semitone, just pull back from it for me. So we get, many was that mother mild. Yeah, what we call a feminine ending, okay? Just a little touch there, it just makes all the difference with the harmony. And then just the last bit here is Jesus Christ. Listen again. Okay, let's sing that together. Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ. Great, just watch out on the notes on Christ because there's a leap. Yeah, Christ. It's the notes of once in royal at the tune, isn't it? Jesus Christ. And then a little child with a nice tall mouth. All right, so let's sing Jesus Christ altos. 1, 2. Jesus Christ, a little child. Very, very good. So let's sing verse 2. He came down to earth from heaven, which is the first one you actually sing. All right, now we've learnt the notes. Yet that's the verse you don't sing. So let's sing He came down to earth from heaven with the alto harmony part. Ready? He came down. 1, 2. He came down to earth from heaven, who is God and Lord of all. Next line. And his shelter was a stable, and his cradle was a stall. With the poor and mean and lowly lived on earth a Saviour holy. Excellent. Well done, altos. What I think we'll do is to sing all the way through the carol. Now we'll have the solo from Richard, so we don't sing this first verse. Okay, Richard Gowers, who was I think 12 or 13 when he sang the solo. So we'll let him have that first verse. Of course, he'll be joined by a wonderful children's choir for December 20th. Then we come in verse 2. We sing 2, 3, 4, 5 in harmony. And then that last verse, we sing the melody. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll sing that all together all the way through with the choir so you get a sense of what we're asking you to do. Remember, first verse, we don't sing. 2, 3, 4, 5 in harmony, and the last verse in unison, please, altos. Let's have some fun. All right, I love the fact that Richard starts out 13, and in between verses 1 and 2, he ages about 13 years, learns how to play the organ, and then starts playing. It's very, very clever of him. Here we go, everybody. Here's Richard.
Once in royal David's city stood a lowly cattle shed, where a mother laid her baby in a manger for his bed. Mary was that mother.
Now the tune, melody, and Martin Mart alone is stable with the oxen standing by. We shall see him but in heaven, set at God's right hand on high. Deep breath. When like stars his children crown, all in light shall wait around. Wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. Now, before we move on, if you could please grab a pencil or some way of making just a couple of very quick notes in the lyrics for that, please, in the words. What you'll notice in verse 3, altos, please, at the bottom in the words there, it says, Christian children almost be, and then there's a little curved line there. That's that we sing all the way through there. So it should be, Christian children all must be mild, and then a little break. Mild. So actually it would be mild, obedient, good as he. So all the way through, please, at the end of the third verse, fifth line. And then similarly in verse 5, and he leads his children on to the place where he is gone. Stagger the breathing there. Breathe wherever you like, except after on, please. Okay? And that's going to be gorgeous. Thank you, everybody. Now, some of you are asking about the top E. Do bear in mind it's a congregational carol. So for those of you for whom a top E is just no, out of the question, entirely fine, just sing the octave lower. So you can go, when like stars his children crowned, all in white shall wait around. And that'll fit in with what the tenors and basses are doing as well. All right, great questions. Do please ask if you're not sure, but I think that one is going to be splendid. Okay, thank you, altos. So let's move on. Let's have a look at something a little bit quieter. Can we have a look at Silent Night, please? We're not rehearsing in any particular order tonight. It's just what's easiest on our voices. So page 50, please, altos. Page 50, Silent Night. Thank you. How's everybody doing? Good. Okay, so let's have a little look. Silent Night here. This is a really nice, very, very straightforward arrangement. It's just these very simple chords. And you'll find, altos, you're either in thirds or in sixths with the soprano part quite often. So your line from the start, remember the first verse is ah rather than word. So let's sing this first verse to ah as we go. Ah, ah, with me, and ah, ah. Great. And then we sing with me, and very, very nice. Then we sing with me. Very nice. You see, this is quite straightforward, but so beautiful. The Sleep in Heavenly piece which we're singing to R is just on the one note. Sing with me, and then with me, altos, and it's a very, very simple line. If you're there thinking, well, it could do with a few more notes, then just feel sorry for the basses who have a total of 3 notes. Okay, but a simple tune like this needs this simple backing. So let's sing it from the start, please, altos. All to R, this first verse. Okay, there's your note. Any errant sopranos? There's your note. Tenors, basses, there are your notes. Okay, let's sing together, altos. Ready? 4, 5, 6. Okay, thank you, altos. Now, before we sing all the way through with Recordare, and we'll do the same thing we do with Once in Royal, we'll sing all the way through the recording. Remember, R for the first verse only, and then words for verses 2 and 3 as written, okay? Can you just, with that pencil that I asked you to get earlier on, could you get that out for me again? And I just want you to write in, I'm asking everybody to do this. Can you phrase all of these short little phrases really, really beautifully? So instead of just kind of going, making it kind of just a bit pedestrian, grow into each phrase and die away again. So we should get, okay, so the first 2 bars are 1-bar phrases. Then all is calm, all is bright is 1 2-bar phrase. Round yon virgin mother and child is a 2-bar phrase. And I want everyone to crescendo, please, to the exact middle of that phrase. It'll sound like this. And then you do it again, you crescendo to there, and then you die away. Okay, can everyone do that for me, particularly in that first verse? I want a lovely crescendo and diminuendo in those phrases, and then the last Sleep in Heavenly Peace is a 2-bar phrase. Again, grow and pull away. Each time it'll sound absolutely heavenly when it's all mixed together. So let's sing it all the way through. In fact, let's sing it with Recordare. So let's give you notes, basses, you're there, tenors, altos, and sopranos. And I'm singing with the altos today. So we're straight in, remember, singing our first verse. Have fun, altos, here we go. And silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Verse 2. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar. Heavenly hosts sing Alleluia. Christ the Saviour is born. Christ the Saviour is born. Last verse. Silent Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Splendid. Thank you so much, altos. Again, huge thanks to Record Diary for all the wonderful, wonderful singing they've done for us so far this year, and of course for this Christmas project. Great stuff. And Richard again on the organ. And just imagine what it's going to be like. Some people are asking, are we now recording everything? Yes, we are recording verses 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Once in Royal, recording 1, 2, 6 and 7 of O Come Ye Faithful, 1, 2 and 3 in Hark the Herald, and all 3 verses of this. The first verse is to R only. All right, thank you ever so much, altos. Great job. Well sung. Do please have a sip of drink. Rehydrate yourselves. Oh, is there Mark Cease? Hello, Mark Cease. Very good evening to you, sir. Everybody, Mark Cease is in the comments. And if you get a chance to thank him for all his hard work, he is fantastic. He works immensely hard on your behalf, on our behalf, putting together with his colleague Katie, putting together all of these amazing conducting videos and One Track Louder and putting together the videos. He is fab. So thank you, Mark. Very good evening, sir. Now, let's have a look, everyone, at Hark the Herald Angels Sing, which you'll find on page 58. And this is, well, it's quite hard to pick my favourite Christmas carol, everybody. But this is definitely up there with the very best of them. It is a fantastic Mendelssohn tune, and of course those of us who've been singing Elijah this year, we're primed for Mendelssohn, aren't we? These really very, very well constructed melodies. It's like a piece of Victorian furniture, made so thoroughly that it more than stands the test of time. It'll be here long after many of us have gone. You know what I mean? It's a really chunky bit of music, and the harmony, alto, you get just some of the most wonderful little bits of harmony here, and again, very subtle little touches that people don't notice unless they're singing them. So let's have a look at your part here. Now, to confirm, it's verses 1, 2 and 3, all 3 verses. The first 2 verses will be in harmony, please. The third verse is in unison. And just a couple of things really about this piece. There are a lot of there are a number of misconceptions about this carol, which I hope we can get cleared up today. So first of all, let's have a look at your line from the start. Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Glory to the Newborn King. Obviously, it's a very bright, very, very cheery sort of sentiment, but it's a fanfare, this, isn't it? You can hear it played on brass. Really, really nice tune. So, altos, your line from the beginning goes 3, 4. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn king. Typical Mendelssohn line, very singable and has huge impacts on the harmony. Let's sing that first phrase together. Nice deep breath. 3, 4. Hark the herald angels sing. Very nice. And then, glory to the newborn king. With me, 3, 4. Glory to the newborn king. Excellent. And just to say, that little change from glory to... It passes in a flash and you don't really notice it, but it has huge impact on the harmony. And the note on 2... makes that lovely, lovely chord. So can you bring glory to out when you sing? And in fact, each time you sing that bit of harmony in both verses 1 and 2, start at bar 3, just enjoy that just a little bit more than the rest of the carol for me. Thank you. Let's sing it once more from the start. Hark the heralds, 2, 3, 4. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn king. It's so great, isn't it? Okay, then. Peace on earth and mercy mild. Listen to it again. Sing it with me. Peace on earth. 3, 4. Peace on earth and mercy mild. Lovely. Again, each time you sing mild, we're singing an R sound, mild. And then just before the end, it's at the back of the throat, mild. Just as you close your mouth, change the vowel sound. Sing it for me, please, altos. Peace on earth, 2, 3, 4. Peace on earth and mercy mild. That wasn't the right chord, but it's the right note. And then, God and sinners reconciled. Listen again. Okay, God and sinners, 2, 3, 4. God and sinners reconciled. Lovely, tall mouth there again. Peace on earth, please, altos. Beginning of the second line, 2, 3, 4. Peace on earth and mercy mild. God and sinners reconciled. Excellent. Well done. Okay, so now let's have a look at the next line. Joyful all ye nations rise. Here, we've gotten used to this over the year, haven't we? A composer writing in unison has something important to say. And here, joyful all. This is a fanfare, isn't it? You can hear the brass all kind of collaborating on that note, and then it splits into... So your line is, joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. It's the same thing twice, and it's just got to be really strident and really brassy. Okay, let's sing that together with a big smile because it's joyful. 2, 3, 4. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. Excellent. Well done. And of course, rolling your R's on rise and triumph, if you would. Now, with the angelic host proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Now, ordinarily, I always ask my choir to sing Bethlehem. This year, we're going to sing Bethlehem. Okay? As in lit. Bethlehem. And so that... the notes leading into that, it's with the angelic host proclaim, and note the rhythm there. It's with the angelic host proclaim, all on the beat. Okay, it's not a dotted rhythm there. I work with a lot of choirs who think it's with the angelic. No, because that's the line that follows. Okay, so it's just on the beat. With the angelic host proclaim. Let's sing that together. 2, 3, 4. With the angelic host proclaim. Okay, one more time. I'm not going to attempt to sing up there. It's far too high. Okay, 2, 3, 4. With the angelic host proclaim. Good. Okay, we've ended up there. And then we sing, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Sing again. So sing that with me. Christ is born. 2, 3, 4. Christ is born in Bethlehem. Very good. So let's sing with the angelic. There's your note. 2, 3, 4. With the angelic host proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Great, nearly through it now. At the bottom of the page, we have Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Here you do get to sing that rhythm, so it's Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Sing with me, please, altos. And any basses who are here, this is your line as well. 2, 3, 4. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. And then, everybody, it's written unison. So we all sing the tune, and the last 2 bars we sing, Glory to the newborn King. So with me, 2, 3, 4. Glory to the newborn King. Okay, now... please just make sure you sing what I've asked for, which is on the page. If, as we're going through, if you hear the recording, if they sing harmony at the last couple of bars, please disregard it. Please sing unison in those last 2 bars. And that's the first verse and the second verse. Okay? Fabulous. So let's go all the way through that one and have some fun with it. It's a great, great carol. Bring out that little bit asked for, the it's so nice. Enjoy that. Then when we get to the last verse, It's the tune. Hail the herald Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness. Same note as I said earlier on. If the tune goes up too high, and it does, goes up to E, born to raise the sons of earth, and so on, just sing down the octave, okay? And that includes on our recordings. I really don't want any alto sitting up there going, I'd love to submit, but I haven't got I'm not happy at a top D and a top E, and so I'm not going to bother. Just drop down the octave for that bit, sing with the tenors and basses, and everyone will be put in together in that lovely melting pot of the studio, and it will sound fantastic. All right, so let's sing, please. Hark the Herald from the beginning all the way through. And one of the things I like about this is you get that variety. You get singing in harmony, you get little bits you get a bit in unison, and you get unison at the end. So we get the full gamut of experience, don't we, everybody? So let's have those notes. There's your note. There's the tenor, there's the bass. Here's your introduction. Thank you, Richard. Okay, so I'm going to sing and play with you, altos. So anybody else who's here, feel free to sing your parts. There's your note, and hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King, peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled, joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies, with angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord, late in time behold him come, offspring of a virgin's womb, veiled in flesh the Godhead see, hail incarnate deity, pleased as man with man to dwell, Jesus on Emmanuel. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Now the melody, everybody. Hail the herald Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness, light and light to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. Mild he lays his glory by, on that man no more may die, born to raise the sons of earth, born to give them second birth. On the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Fantastic. Thank you so much, altos. Now, before we leave that wonderful carol, one of my absolute all-time favourites, a couple of extra little bits you can do for me when you record. Now, first of all, you saw at the end I held my hand out for you to keep singing after Record Diary stopped. Now, when you record this one, we're sending out a conducting video where I've done exactly that. Please don't stop singing if the choir stop. Follow me and come off at the very end. Just to say, Record Diary have done an amazing job. Like Fieri, all these wonderful, like Cantos, these amazing choirs we've worked with all year, but they are small choirs of either solo voices or pairs. Now, this is supposed to be sung by a huge congregation. Nobody has the lungs to be able to hold that last bar for quite as long as I want, so we'll stagger that breathing, and as you're a choir, please keep singing that last note as long as I have the hand out weighing the piece of fruit at you. This is what conductors do. If they want more, they say, look, here's a papaya, yeah. So as I show the fruit at you, as it were, sing all the way to the end of the bar and come off with the organ, and it'll sound amazing. All right. Thank you very, very much indeed, everybody. So those are our carols. That's the main headlines for tonight. So just to double check, to confirm everything, it's Once in Ryle David City, verses 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. First verse is sung by a solo, so don't worry about that. But we would love you to record harmony for 2, 3, 4 and 5 and unison for that last verse, please, altos. O Come Ye Faithful is in harmony for verses 1 and 2. It is then descant, and it is then that last verse is Yea Lord We Greet Thee. So we're going to sing that in just a minute. Mark's asking about deity. Okay. So in fact, we still have to do Come Ye Faithful, don't we? We'll have deity, please, everybody. Deity, as marked on the score. All right. So let's have a look at O Come All Ye Faithful, please, altos. We still have this to look at before we can look at Lullaby My Jesus. So this one, another one in G major, another one with lots and lots of Ds. Let's have a look at this. Okay. So your line here, altos, goes, O come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Let's sing that together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. O come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Very, very nice indeed. We then sing, O come ye to Bethlehem. Listen to that again. O come ye to Bethlehem. All right, let's sing from the beginning. O come. Ready? 1, 2, 3. O come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Thank you. And then we sing, Come and behold him. Listen again. Come and behold him. Make that really lovely and musical for me, please, altos. First note, stronger. Second note, slightly less. That lovely feminine ending. Sing for me, Come and behold him. Ready? And come and behold him. And then, born the King of Angels. And I'll have angels, please. And the first note is louder. Angels. Second note is quieter. So come and behold him, please. 2, 3, 4. Come and behold him, born the King of Angels. Thank you. Well done. And then we sing, Oh come, let us adore him. Okay, I want you to sing that, Oh come, and hold it for me. It's the small notes on the score. So let's sing those together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh come, let us adore him. Thank you. And in those lines, we're heading for the door, as it were. Oh, come, let us adore him. That's the strong note. And so lean into that and pull away at the end. Thank you. And then, oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Listen again. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ One more time with me. Oh, come. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Okay, thank you very, very much indeed, altos. Now, a couple of very quick bits before we just talk about how this carol works. It's the first 2 verses there in harmony, and then verses 6 and 7 are both in unison. Okay, and I'll talk about verse 7 in a minute. So just watch out for that. Just that last line, that's, oh, come, let us adore him. The him is usually snatched when people sing, and they sing, oh, come, let us adore him, because they're trying to snatch a breath to come in. You get, oh, come, let us adore him. And they emphasize that last note because they're trying to breathe out, breathe in, and come in with the next note. So just be aware of that. Phrase it properly, and so we can sing, oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord, and just place that beautifully for me. All right, so verses 1 and 2 in harmony, please, altos. Yes, you are recording all of that. We're not singing verses 3, 4 and 5, so you can just put a line through those. Don't worry about those at all. Verse 6 is Sing Choirs of Angels, and we sing that in unison while the sopranos get that lovely. Now, if any of you are out there, first altos, and you fancy singing that descant with them, please feel free. You're very welcome to it. The rest of us will enjoy that fantastic melody. And now the excellent bit that we're going to add on this year is we will be singing verse 7, which is usually only sung on Christmas morning, but we're going to sing verse 7. Now, we've asked you in our email to record 2 versions of this carol. One of them is all 4 verses, 1, 2, 6 and 7, okay? And in that version we want you to sing, yea, Lord, we greet thee, born that happy morning, and so on. Born that happy morning, okay? That's that first version. That's for December the 20th. And we also would love you to record for us, if you would, just verse 7 on its own. Don't worry about clap tracks and so on. Just verse 7 on its own, in unison, and just sing, yea, Lord, we greet thee, born this happy morning. Okay, so we're just changing one word out. If you could make that one particularly joyful and festive, because we're going to put that all together, and that will be released on Christmas Day as a special present to all of you and the world. Okay, so 2 versions. One is all 4 verses, 1, 2, 6 and 7. The other one is just verse 7, and it is just with, yea, Lord, we greet thee, born this happy morning. Okay, fantastic, everybody. So let's sing the whole thing all the way through. So it's 1, 2, 6 and 7. I'll play and sing all your parts, and then we'll have a look at Lullaby, My Jesus. If you haven't had a drink recently, please, altos, do please hydrate yourselves. Lots of altos saying, that's me, a first alto who can't resist singing the descant. It's all yours. As I've said, in my 20s, I retained a lot of my upper treble notes, and I would always sing it at pitch at my choir, and it just got worse and worse. And one year, the one of the sopranos picked a spokesperson to come and speak to me. Said, "Now, Ben, we know you love singing the descant, but do you think you could give it a miss this year?" So I did. I will be singing along with the microphone turned down on December the 20th. Mark my words. Now, everybody, here is "O Come Ye Faithful." Let's have some fun. Okay, so it's harmony first verse and second verse. Here we go. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, unison. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exaltation, sing all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God in the highest. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Yea, Lord, we greet that born that happy morning. Jesus, to thee be glory given. Big breath and word of the Father, now in flesh appearing. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Well done, everybody. Thank you, altos. Now, there were some high notes there, so do hydrate yourselves, please. Oh, marvellous stuff. I always feel Christmas has actually begun when I start rehearsing these Christmas carols, and I know many of you out there feel the same. Thank you for your lovely, lovely comments. Lovely scrunch, lovely stuff. Fabulous. Okay, so everybody, that's all the stuff that I promised we'd go through for recording. So there's just one more page to look at before we finish tonight, altos, which is page 14. And this is not for recording. This is verse 1 of Lullaby My Jesus, which will be singing on December 20th with Recordari, with their recording. Okay, we're not going to sing this one. We're going to let Recordari shine as our guest choir, as our semi-chorus. They're going to do an amazing job. But I want you to be able to sing along with it as well. So let's have a look at this. Now, I know many of you have already recorded verse 2 for it, and it's already sounding fantastic. So thank you, everybody, for that. The good news is that the first verse is actually substantially easier than the second verse. So let's have a look at this. So the first line goes, lullaby my Jesus, lullaby my King. Listen to it just on the piano. Let's sing that together. Lullaby and lullaby my Jesus, lullaby my King. Just be careful of that octave. All right, that's that first two bars, and then we have a descending line, chromatic line. So it's lullaby my lording. Listen to that again. Lullaby my lording with me, and lullaby my lording, and then oh my sweetly sing. Listen again. Oh my sweetly sing with me, and oh my sweetly sing. Splendid. Well done, altos. So let's sing from the beginning to there. And lullaby my Jesus, lullaby my King, lullaby. Sorry, my fault. Sorry, altos. Start that third bar. And lullaby I sweetly sing. Thank you, well done. Now the fifth verse, slumber. That's a nice tall R sound on slumber. And we've got slumber on your mother's arm, and it is slumber on your mother's arm. Okay, so the note on slumber, the long slum, is 6 beats. So let's sing that one together. And slumber on your mother's arm. Good. Now we're at bar 7. She will rock you. She will keep you safe from harm. Okay, listen to that again. She will rock you. She will keep you safe from harm. With me. And she will rock you. She will keep you safe from harm. Fantastic. We're down to 4 bars now, altos. And so we're on a G there now. First altos, it's slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm. This is all moving by semitone, isn't it? So just be careful coming down by semitone. Smile with the eyes. Sing it for me, please, first altos. And slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm. Okay, fantastic. And then second altos. So you start a third lower, which is actually just the tone up from harm. We've just sung safe from harm. Then you sing slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm. So sing that with me, please. Slumber softly, bar 9, and slumber softly, slumber on your mother's arm. And then just this last line, altos, both parts, it's she will rock you, she will keep you safe from harm, which we sang before. One more time with me, please, altos, and she will rock you, she will keep you safe from harm. Thank you. Well done. So just in the last minute of tonight's rehearsal, let's sing that through, just that first verse. Remember, we're not recording this one. This is just so that you have this to sing along with. You never know, we might do it next year. So here is your note. Any errant sopranos, there's your note. Any tenors and basses want to have a go at this? Remember, we're learning this tomorrow, tenors. Basses on Friday. Let's sing it all. Sing verse 1 all together. Here we go, everybody. And let's try that again, because that's a little bit on the quiet side. Distinctly underwhelming. Let's try that again. And no. Third time's the charm. Here we go. And lullaby, my Jesus, lullaby, my King, lullaby, my Lord, my sweetest. 6 beats now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So thank you so much, altos, for your time this evening. I hope you enjoyed that. I always think, I mean, I know these carols have got lovely tunes, but the harmonies, again, altos, you get some of the best music, you really do, but then you know that. So thanks ever so much for your hard work tonight. Looking forward to hearing the results of all that wonderful recording. So remember, Lullaby My Jesus Tonight was not for recording. We only want verse 2 of that, and we covered that last week. Carols, so let's quickly remind ourselves it's Once in Royal David City, verses 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5 in harmony. That last verse, verse 6, in unison, please, with the descant. Then it is Hark the Herald Angels Sing, all 3 verses, please, with harmony first 2 verses and unison last verse. O Come Ye Faithful, it's verses 1 and 2 in harmony, 6 and 7 in unison, and that last verse, for the full version, it's Born That Happy Morning. For the Christmas morning version, it's Born This Happy Morning. And then finally, O Come Ye Faithful is verse... no, we've covered that one. Hark the Herald Angels Sing is all 3 verses, and it's harmony for the first 2, and it's unison for the last one. Okay? And I will say at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you appreciate putting together something like this is incredibly complicated. I know many of you have put together Christmas services and concerts before, so I just want to talk directly to Mark, and I know those of you out there will want to join me in thanking him for all of his hard work. He is working incredibly hard, and there's a lot, so much going on. This is the kind of thing that this time of year it can be really hard to run a choir with everything that's going on. So Mark Strawn, this is. You're absolutely marvellous. We all love you. And just keep smiling. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, isn't it, everybody? Can't wait to hear you all sing together. And if you want to come along tomorrow night, altos, and come along and sing with the tenors, we love to see you. Basses on Friday. It's always great. It means the comments move, you see, if you come along. The basses, otherwise, you just get, hello, all right. And that's it. You don't hear from the basses all rehearsal. So, come along and have a chat and have a sing. Lovely to see you. Otherwise, we'll see you on Monday. Next week, we're just going to look at those bits that we're not going to be recording. We'll be singing along, and oh my goodness, it's things like In the Bleak Midwinter and John Rutter's wonderful What Sweeter Music. Just the best, just to wrap up this wonderful course of ours. So I'll see you very soon, altos. Well done for tonight. Take care. Be well. We'll see you soon. All the best, folks. Bye-bye.